touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. My music hits me so hard, makes me say, oh my Lord, thank you for blessing me. What am I to run and to hype me? It feels good when you know you're down.
Job title of firefighter EMTs. We rotate. One day we're on the fire truck and we fight fires, you know, answer all kinds of calls, motor accidents, washdowns, say a car's leaking gas. We answer the medical calls in there as well, but it's more as a first responder base. Right. Basically fire is what that's for. We work 2 24-hour shifts, which is basically 2 days a week.
Okay.
We work 1 24 on, 1 24 off, another second 24 on, and then 5 days off. Sometimes, such as this week, we're working 3 24-hour shifts.
Other than, help people, we get to meet people in the worst day of their life. So I would think that's one of the most interesting thing to help someone, a civilian or a citizen, where their life might be in danger, and that's when us and the civilian also appreciate it the same way. So I would think that's the most interesting thing.
Yeah, when someone's at their worst and you help them out and bring them out of whatever bad situation they're in, that's probably the most interesting thing. At times.
Every day is different.
Yeah, every day is different. There's no routine about anything.
Put out the fire. The hardest thing is. The hardest thing I would think is
seeing in there, and it's hard to breathe. Well,
believe it or not, guys, it's fun. It's a lot of adrenaline coming into your body. It's very exciting, but there's sometimes when you stop to think, is it worth it for you to be in a career like this, or you can either be, you know, be in and out like anybody else. But for my opinion, personal opinion, I think it's worth it, especially when you can save lives. That's the best thing. My mom.
Ooh, that's a good question. You need knowledge. There's a lot of schooling that comes with the fire department. One of the things with medical, to me, that was the toughest thing for us academy, it's the academics, because they push so much on you in such a short period of time. Physically, it's manageable. Most guys in here come in pretty young. That's why they give you the age limit. Physically, should be able to handle anything.
What kind of skills do we need?
Public relations, you know, how to deal with the public, how to deal with people, you know, how to deal with emotions, how to deal with physically.
Not being a schizophrenic.
No, not you know, not freaking out.
Control yourself.
Be professional.
The thing is, when you get into a fire, there are too many factors that change in any given moment that you have to stay on your toes, be, how you say, common sense, knowledge, all come into effect, and then not to panic. Just rolled up in one.
We're in the station. First thing we get is the emergency call.
2 tones we get. We get one we know that's an ambulance call. You don't want me.
That's fine.
And we get a tone for the fire. Now, when we know it's a tone for the fire, it's a loud doot, doot, doot. So first thing we're gonna do is run, check location, which is on a MDT, mass transit system. We're gonna do location if it's a fire. And we hear the notes, we scroll down, we're bunkering up. With these 2 tools with a flathead axe. Now, use that as a hammer for this.
Okay.
We also act as a first responder.
Okay.
Medical staff here. And this will be the oxygen pack. So we have the tank, the O2.
Okay.
the mask.
Non-rebreather.
Non-rebreather, so they can use it for supply
Plug
the
into
oxygen.
the tank. Plug into the tank.
Plug into the tank.
Patient oxygen.
We open it up.
Just going off on some
Oh,
tangents.
it's good.
Oh.
The bag where we keep our
It's called a jump kit, jump bag. Jump off the pumper, we grab this every single medical.
That's for medical calls.
that's for medical calls mostly.
And how many are medical only versus fire
Mostly
only?
medical.
They're mostly medical.
I'm gonna say 75-80% calls are medical.
Yeah.
75.
Breathing problem, chest pain, headaches, bee sting. But we're a transport unit to the
Okay.
hospital. Say we call first responder. The reason they call that, usually they're gonna call the closest unit. The fire ambulance is gone. There's another emergency activity going in the area. They would send a pump to stabilize any situation until the ambulance can get there. Ambulance is strictly to transport, stabilize and transport. We're strictly as a first responder to stabilize the patient on scene.
Okay.
Lose oxygen, chest compression. This does the same thing, but if you see someone down and no pulse, start giving chest compression, have someone call. You can move enough oxygen through their body by pressing their chest.
She's probably seen our
Extra quick.
other extra equipment, water,
what about this?
You got some cold water to drink.
Since 9/11, every unit has this on, ambulance and biohazard, chemical reaction.
Okay.
Mercy can for our safety.
More hose, more tools.
Give us some details on the hose. Well, what do we have in the middle?
That's our
Supply line.
Well, the blue hose is the same thing as that attack hose we have with that inch and 3/4 hose. That's like for fast attack. You go in, it's a hand line, you take into the building with you. That one's pretty much just the same thing, it's just a beefed up version of it.
Yeah.
And this is for high rise, for multi-stories, anything over what, 3 stories?
Six
6 stories? High rise hoses, extra packs, because high rise is it's a little different rodeo up
And
there.
tell her what you carry up.
We have whenever we have a high rise call, what first thing we need to get is the hose pack, which is about 200 feet that we need to put up of whatever floor is the damage or emergency. And we also have 4 extra bottles, like 1 hour each bottle of air.
Yeah, let's go. Then we get more tools in the center, more axes and whatnot, sledgehammers, more adapters and fittings and whatnot for the pump operations. The driver takes care of it. Like I said, those are our fast attack. We take those, we can hold those. Because any of that other hose is a little difficult. It's